Should go to what? Either Pizza Rock, the Rock, the one downtown, or the
Hidden Valley Rock.
The Ranch. You're gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Ranch.
The Ranch.
Yeah, you're right. Like, oh my gosh! Like I was driving, so I drove all over the freaking place, you know, in Chicago because I was like. And OP all the way up to Sheboygan, back to OP,
Sheboygan.
OP to Lakeview, Lakeview down to Tinley, Tinley up to Rush down to, and I was like,
Wow.
I was like, the drivers here legitimately suck because I had so many driving experiences from all of that.
The drivers here in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they're the worst.
Oh, they're so bad.
Am I gonna put in GPS to go to the ranch?
Sure.
Well, actually, are you hungry though?
Yeah.
And it sounded like legit hungry.
No. I mean, I haven't eaten today, so like I'm just not like by the time I sit down, I'll eat. I'm on my second med. Oh, I know I should let that go. Yeah, it's a good adventure. Just like it's a different and for it to be so like it's a different mindset, it's a different culture, it's something which I guess makes sense, right?
You want to do streets?
Where we're from?
Yeah.
Up to you.
Looks like expressways, like sus.
Alright, the streets where we're from. You never know where to go with that way. You usually default the expressway just because there's no turns and it's popping out of parkway, you know,
I just don't
parking
like
lots.
the yeah, it's true. I just feel like you have more options, especially with the rain.
True. Plus an accident can happen in front of us and then
Yeah. Okay, so they're supposed to turn left at this light.
Harry Reid Airport Connector, Paradise Road. Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto the ramp to Harry Reid Airport Connector.
Oops.
Yeah, bug.
Maybe because this chair is back so far. I'm like, why is it so close? Knees all wonky.
That's not as different for you.
What? Why?
What?
What's up with all this weather?
Yeah, I don't know.
Unacceptable.
I know. Like I saw you ask me, but then I saw that message when you were already like you were leaving. Like sounds like mushrooms.
Take this jacket off. It's 3,000 degrees. Oh! I bought so much stuff. I had to check my bag, which I wasn't initially planning on doing, and then I had to Beth luckily gave me a bag, which I don't know if you saw that bag that I put in there, but it's hilarious. She got it from Trader Joe's, and it's like says all the stuff about cheese on it.
Oh, it's
So I had to stuff this coat that I bought.
Merge onto Harry Reid Airport Connector, Paradise Road.
I had to stuff this coat that I bought at Costco into that bag, and a pair of shoes that I bought at Costco into that bag, because I could not fit it in my suitcase.
oh my god.
Merge onto Harry Reid Airport Connector, Paradise Road. Then turn right onto East Russell Road.
You have your headlights on.
I do.
Take the next right onto East Russell Road.
Cross on.
Ooh, signal. Wow, you're a rebel. So just one guy is a regular hat wearing. There's like 3 hat guys up in that
Continue on
billboard.
East Russell Road.
One's a stupid hat wearer, and the other ones are just baseball
I
hats.
get it.
So they're probably kind of good guys. Wow, this is like a real city brainstorm.
Yeah. Gonna be flooding and people are like, where do we go?
Might have to stay off the streets for a bit after we eat all the delicious pizza. Oops!
Revenue. Oh yeah, on a Saturday.
It's Saturday, that's right. Oh no,
I know if it rains during the day tomorrow.
Game's not tomorrow.
Huh?
Game's not tomorrow.
Oh, Monday. I mean. It's indoors.
Oh, this is so great to know that. You didn't have to be like in some sort of. Oh, there were some girls wearing cowboys jackets. And I was like, yeah. And that reminded
So
me. Like,
many cowboy bands.
yeah, like barely any gas.
Yeah.
Cowboy fans and for like crazy. I cannot believe it. It was just like, wait a minute. Flight is leaving on time.
that's why I got there early in case I landed early, and then it's like.
And my bag, I stood there for no more than, I don't know, it was under 5 minutes, whatever it was, like at the actual turnstile thing. I got out, went to the bathroom, got on the tram right away, even though I went through the exit doors you're not supposed to enter, but I was like, screw that. Got on the tram, went over there, went downstairs, and then less than 5 minutes my bag came out of the thing, which I'm like, okay, that's really weird. What is
That's
going
crazy.
on? This
Maybe
Vegas
you're
actually-
getting the good luck,
I know.
but I'm not.
Vegas actually deciding to like cooperate for once. Ooh, I wonder if like this will make some flowers pop out because of this insane amount of rain.
Yeah, take some of my luck. I was playing poker yesterday. I went to Mandalay. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna grind. And I went there and I'm like, man, I forgot sometimes just how easy it is to grind because it's just like, it's like, you know, it goes so much slower than online poker, right? And people are just, I don't know, it's something built into them now. So many people just playing, like, they just want to play, you know what I mean? Like, and it was like one of those tables where everyone limps in, which it's a cardinal rule. Like, you shouldn't have a table full of limpers. Someone's got to bet, you know? And everyone, you know, where you just call the big blind just because you want to see a flop, you know? So now it's like danger zone. Now it's like, you don't know what anyone can have, you know? But you get to play your shit. You know, you get to play your shit, you know, and I love that. But that, you know, and then it's cool, and I love playing crap, and there's a lot of people in the hand. The worse hand, the better, because then if you make your hand, like, you know, you have to have made it on the flop. You can't be chasing like a good hand, like you have like 2-7. And now you can just fold your hand, most likely, but if you have a great hand, no one else has got what it called with, you know, 2-7. But anyway, so at some point I got my, you know, I did my
Continue on Southeastern Avenue for 2 miles.
$100 that I had, and I, you know, I'm there. It's like get it up to like whatever, like 3 or something, and I you know, the non-player next to me, you know, you could just, if my eyes were closed, I'd be able to sense that he was just like, you know, way more recreational than me. Hard to explain it. It's just every little thing, just all without you thinking of it, like how the chips are, how they sit, and everything. But it's like, okay, so we're betting. I got like a great hand, you know, or a hand where I'm confident I'm up. So not a great hand. I saw like, you know, it was like a pair of sevens, right? But it was like the highest on the flop, you know. I'm like, oh, my shitty cards are kind of paying off. And this guy is not playing much. He was kind of new. You know, he keeps betting, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm all happy about having a 7 and betting that much. I'm like, okay. I mean, like, I doubt it. I'm like, yeah, he's got like, you know, ace king, you know what I mean, or ace queen maybe, you know what I mean? Because then it's like those aces, he would have been all, you know, crazier, but he's being crazy enough. So I, you know, and then I finally, instead of keep calling him stuff, I raise him a little bit, and then I make a big bet. He makes a big bet, and then, all right, I'm all in. So there's a whole shit ton of money in, right? And then he calls, and I'm like, I say to the table, because I already kind of talked to them about my streak of like improbable, like bad luck, you know? And, you know, and I go, and I'm comparing it to the rest of my life. This isn't like a bad beat story where it's perception, like it's a thing. Like, I want you to see him show his like ace king or ace queen. Right, you gotta show your ace king, and then I want you to watch what comes on the board in the next 2 cards. Shows his ace king, I was right. Ace comes right next, and I lose. And so only 2 cards, you know what I mean? Like they could have beat it, because I'm pretty sure I had a king 7, so a king would have like just gave me 2 pairs and gave him 1. So it's just like only 2 cards, you know what I mean? And like there were other people in the hand, so that means a higher before people folded, so that implies a higher chance that someone else has an ace. People like going in when they have an ace, so there's all kinds of math at play here, right? And I was like, I guess, and instead of doing even just like, ooh, like that, I just kept it going. People were like, oh, and I'm like, no, that's what I wanted you to see. All right, guys, well, hey, good call. Keep calling like that, good call. You know, I know people thought I was being sarcastic, but no, I want those bad calls, you know, because over time, you know, then, but I mean, I wanted people to see, and they're just like, the dude was like, next to me was like across from me was really Chicago-y guy, you know, Matt Balmy guy, you know, knows the dealers. I think he was a dealer. Another dealer playing like me, which was funny, just folding everything. He was a dealer too. Just there to get some free money. But yeah, so I was like, you know, I guess, you know, you also got to avoid the all-ins if you're not going to have more money behind. But that was going to be about $500 that I turned my $100 into right there, and it wouldn't have been playing a lot. It really would have just been lazy, been being lazy. It would have been being lazy. No, that was one of those tables. Table you have to, you know, when you have a table where you know how it's being played and you're doing well, that's unfortunately like you got to stick. It's not like gambling where it's inverse, like in gambling, or it's just like don't chase your losses. But poker, it's like, or gambling, it's like, all right, you're up, get the fuck out, especially slot machines.
Right.
But in poker, it's like you're up, why are you up? Did you get lucky? Did you play bad and get lucky? Why are you up?
I mean, 11.7.
So if you're up because you should be up, you know, then it's like, well, now you have even more chips to be a little more play properly and bet. I mean, you should be betting like a poker pro. So like the more chips you get, like man, it is easier to play. You don't play scared. Your aggression is like, oh, you lose that $80 pot. Like, well, whatever. You got the 400 sitting in front of you. You know, the lady next to me. You know, the max buy for the poker room there in Mandalay Bay is $300. That's pretty normal. And the minimum is 100.
In a quarter mile, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto East Warm Springs
And the nice
Road.
Midwesterny lady next to me, man,
Left.
I'm sorry. The nice Midwestern lady next to me had chips. She could barely see beyond her chips. You know what I mean? It must have been like 1,000. You know, and I'm just like, man, it's just like, even when I left the table, I was like,
East Warm Springs Road.
man, I should have been playing more poker since we got here. You know, I forget that it's just like, you know, the South Point thing, yeah, I got unlucky, but also if I would have bought in for more chips, I would have survived, and if I wouldn't have been so nitty, and, you know, because at South Point there were more poker players, you know, and regulars and stuff. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted you to hear my sob story, but it's funny because then if I would have had that 500 there, then I was like, all right, now I could play, now I'd just be here all till the end of the night and just accumulate my $1, $2 an hour and thing, shoot the shit with people, play super tight, aggressive, you know, where I was like, I'm done. Oh, I should have been playing poker every day, baby. I should have been playing poker every day. That was really dumb to not play poker every day. I'm sitting there like clearing my emails in between hands on my phone. I had originally showed up on my laptop, and the dude was real nice. He's like, "Hey, you can plug. You can even stay in a poker room with that. We got plugged right there until we call you." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man." Sit down, turn it on, and then he calls me. Like, all right. But I mean, I was planning on just putting my name in and just kind of laptoping until I was called, and then just phoning, you know, like doing clearing emails and videos and posting and shit like that. And but yeah, baby, I should have been playing every day I had free time. I really should have. That I had, yeah. I mean, I should have really. I really should have. I mean, it's like taking out the crazy bad beats. I mean, the bad beats can't keep happening. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Slot machines are fixed, you know, and they're rigged and all that. But it's just like the cards that you're dealt, they're the cards you see. You know what I mean? They're not assuming it's not going to be rigged for like a random player where they rig the deck for, you know, and then you can't, right? And that exists. I mean, that's what the NBA players were doing with the FBI busted them for. They had multiple methods of. They had the shuffler that had the camera in there, and it would send the signal. Like, you know, there was like one model that had a camera for security. Of course, it got hacked, and people like they stopped making it. It's like you buy those, and there's multiple ways to cheat in an organized hold'em game, like, you know, mark cards, infrared stuff. If you have like the right contacts to see the mark. But oh my God, baby, like. And that's not even being picky about where I sit and with tables or moving tables. If I see it's not the right table, which I was always like, okay, table switcher, thinking about it too much, and I'm like, oh shit, now I totally see
But
it.
also, like, who cares what other people think about that?
No, I know. Well, no, but that's not why I wasn't doing it. I wasn't doing it because I was just like, all right, dude, settle down. You don't have to be that strategery, but then it's like, oh yeah, you really should know this. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like when you see. Oh, people were just so loosey-goosey, like when they were in the hand, like, oh man, and then the lady leaves with the big stacks, and then like the other guy leaves. It's like the things that align are just fascinating. You know what I mean? Like so many bad things happen, and then the you know, for me to win, not to win as much,
Post
And
Road.
then I have that bad beat. It was just like, it's just crazy, man. You know, like, and he shouldn't have called that. You know what I mean? I'm calling all his bets, and then I go all in.
Shouldn't you be used to that now? Because there's so many people who don't like.
I haven't seen a player that bad in a while. You know what I mean? Like,
Continue for 2 miles.
but it's a good reminder that they're out there, you know, which is great, you know? Or that are,
Definitely out there. Yeah.
I mean, that's great, you know? Like,
People come in all the time for vacation who like don't know what they're doing.
that's why I got to make sure I didn't come off too sarcastic. I'm like, hey, good call, you know, even though I was kind of bitching up and pouty voice. It's like, I got to be careful because you want to be nice to the news. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you want to keep people.
they feed the thing, yeah. They feed the pyramid scheme, you know. They feed the, you know, it's like that's not a pyramid scheme, but you know, they feed the whole thing. But oh my God, baby, I could have just, man. And then the way I got up to the 250 to 300 from the 100, totally lost money not buying it for 300 because how I got it. The first one would have been the two people would have. Like they would have been all in, but I only had 100 to start with. You know what I mean? So it would have doubled up my, you know, for what they had because I had a monster that I was playing like I had a kind of monster, hoping they had a kind of monster. Well, I had you know the nuts and like super strategery, and they were going all in no matter what. So if I had 300 instead of 100, then I would have, you know, that hand would have got me, you know, like it was a no lose. I had the nuts. It wasn't one you could get sucked out on. And I knew where I was at, so I'm like, that would have been 600, and then from there, the other 200 would have still came, I think. So then there's 800 right there. I mean, really just from like little things like that, it's so weird how big the swings are in Hold'em when you factor everything in, you know? Like, but man, you should have not have been buying in for the minimum this whole time. You know, it's always like, well, you could be more aggressive and there's less streets to worry about because if you're all in, you're all in. You don't have any decisions to make on the following streets. But then it's like, yeah, but then you're all in a lot, even though you're getting better odds, you got to keep buying in and you can never win a ginormous pot or you can't really be too loosey-goosey because if you bet too much, then there's half of your stack. So now you have nothing to fight with the rest of the hand, blah, blah, blah. But oh my God, baby, sorry to ramble about it, but oh my God, baby, it's like, I was like, what have I been doing? I should have been playing poker every day when I wasn't doing something else. I mean, just legitimately, like I'm legitimately sitting at Mandalay Bay or some other random place where they're, you know, if I buy in for the 300 and stay patient and don't go crazy and make, you know, man, I did not win a lot of hands, play a lot of hands, and I was up so much. It was like, man, and it just felt so good, and it has my attention, and then when it doesn't, I'm just on my phone, and you get to be on your phone, and it's like, I put it down when I get my cards, look at my cards, it's like, oh my God, I could be there, oh my God, baby. I didn't want to know the amount of money I've lost by not playing poker since we moved here. I always would talk about it, but, and you know, none of this like high stakes BS where you can't be a poker player anymore because everything's reported because you're winning, you know, you're putting in and taking out so much money that you can't just sneak by and not, report your shit. Even the lady going up there and cashing in her over $1,000, you know, you don't have to fill anything out. It's weird with poker. Yeah, it's weird with poker. I don't know what the rules are with that.
If that's the case, like if you win a bunch of money, then like what you need to do is you need to give me the cash and then we just buy groceries and then like I take like whatever, or anyway. Like,
yeah, if you want to be super like, right? Oh, totally. If you want to be super careful and like the FBI's watching you, you know.
Yeah, I would totally just like, I mean, like why not? Like just,
true,
you know, because that way it's like it's cash in hand and you need groceries or you need gas, and then it's like it does not go on your credit card and it's just taking care of like one less, you know, chipping away in some ways at like bills.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is a good idea.
Slide left onto East Serene Avenue.
Yeah, I've really made a mistake not playing poker the whole time. You know, not counting like, oh, I'm gonna play poker tonight, or I'm gonna mail is in town. I'm gonna go play poker with them and drink. I mean, like just, oh my God, baby, such a bomo. What is wrong with me? Like, I see things a lot clearer now. Like, as far as my level of play and how I play and everything. You know, it's another realization of like, oh, that's how bad I am. years later, I'm like, oh, that's how bad I am. Like, really? No, it's great. Like, I'm less bad. I see it on how less bad I am, you know. But then I was like, wow, that was a waste of 3 or 5 years of doing A, B, and C, you know, and like, you know, just being a slow learner with poker. I mean, baby, I legitimately, by not being on the poker table, you know, while I'm not, you know, working, I'm losing money. I mean, just, it's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. We're, blue one. We should count all the different dump truck cars. The colors.
So you're doing this weird, kind of turning left to that light, I guess.
Oh my God, baby, when I was flying home from Chicago, oh my God. So I, you know, so my flight was delayed, like I told you. I mean, I wouldn't have caught my connector flight, right? I'm like,
That's right, the connector.
I looked and I was getting in after the connector flight. I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm like, for some reason I was like, you know, I was like, you know, I'm not, it was weird. I just like getting better at some of that when you can't control the thing and there's not an impending rigmarole. Like, I'm not going to miss something if I'm a day late, you know? I try to see the bright side. Well, I'm not going to miss anything if I have to stay overnight. And I was like, you know, like, oh well. I'm like, I don't know. All hope's not lost. See what I could do. You know, I got to the airport early, as I do, and I'm in this weird part. I'm like, all right, Southwest is here. It's a small little Southwest area, and it says like bag checking. It made it seem like that's the only thing you could do there is check your bags here. I'm like, that's why it looks so weird. It's, you know, it's only because I was in a weird terminal. But
You were in the M terminal.
Is that what it was?
Sorry, Terminal 5.
Over
Turn
here?
left. Yeah.
And
Quarter mile, turn left onto
it's a long
Village Way
turning.
Drive.
oh yeah, so you know, you know, some people are stressed, this and that. Not a big line or anything. Like, is this wrong? Am I like in their turn? Oh yeah, I'm in there.
Are you?
Yeah.
It says do not enter up there.
Oh, okay. And that's maybe the guy followed me, and I think I'm actually in there. Yeah, it's one way. I'm in the wrong spot.
You're in the wrong way?
Yeah, I'm in the wrong way, and then like, and the guy behind me is just following me too, not knowing.
No, I think this is the correct way.
It says one way. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm kind of freaking out. These things freak me out. I'm like,
It's like, according to the map, you're in the right way. And up
Oh.
there, up in that sign right says, do not enter and no left turn. So I think you're in the right spot.
I was supposed to turn up there, right?
No?
Oh, that's so weird. So I go up to the thing. I get up there quick to the counter, and I see there are counter people, and the girl's real friendly and nice. I'm like, hey, you know, and I was like calming and just like smiley, you know, going in right in with that. And I'm like, you know, I had everything ready. I'm like, yeah, you know, delayed flight, yada, 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 and left. I go, and I gotta catch the connector, and yeah, just see if there's anything, you know. And again, she made some comment about my good attitude and my good energy, you know, and I'm like, and then he's like, oh, there's 2 left for, you know, direct flight leaving in an hour, in less than an hour. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I knew I should have brought like a box of chocolates, like have it ready to give to you. Yeah. And she was just like, but you know, still, you know. And then on the plane, she's like, for the person that brought the chocolates, we always love chocolate. I'm like, what are they talking about me? They're like, you get free drinks, you bring us chocolate. Just remember that. We gotta start bringing a box of chocolates.
It doesn't sound like that would be.
Yeah. No, but seriously, baby, 2 seats left. I got one of them, and because I was early, I got there like perfectly timed. I mean, still a little time to relax and then check my bag because they wanted nothing, you know. But oh my God, it was so perfect. Getting there early got me home direct, super early. It was awesome. It was in row 7, you know. The guy left to me thought that both of his things were his. Oh, there were.
Okay.
Both the handles, because so once he got up to the bathroom, since he was being all, you know, I'm reading the newspaper, I'm doing this, you know, like that kind of guy, you know, and he's using both arms, which is fine. But he gets up, and there's some girl lady next to me, and she was kind of like not using the armrest, and neither was I, you know, just kind of keeping her distance there. But this guy was just like, oh, his like elbows hanging over and all, you know, it's all his. He comes back now. I have my arms on there. He's like resting his arms on it, even like where he's like shoving it. I'm like, hey, you don't mind not shoving my arm off? You're like, but these are mine. And he caught himself looking, oh wait, share one?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lying, baby. And then I'm like, it's super awkward because then you got to fly with me. I'm like, oh no, and I said nice. I'm like, oh no, it's okay. You can still rest your arm on me if you need to. Not my thing. I go, but I'm just asking, don't shove me off like the way I wasn't shoving you off or even touching you when your arm was on it. That's all. I go, it's like I'm not. And I said it's super nice. I'm like, and then shortly after that, I ended up moving my arms again and just doing this thing again, where literally like, but it was so just like him looking down, and you see the puzzle pieces in the air of like, oh my God, like someone else exists. Like I couldn't believe it. It was so like, and you know who he voted for too. So it was just like, oh, I got to see a little insight into like that brain. It was like he just looked at it and it was like this weird. Wait a minute. I don't have like, I'm not on the internet. I don't have my friends with me. I don't have this. I just have the reality face with me looking right down the person next to me said, it was just like, this is the truth right here. And there's nothing I can do. It was so weird. Like it was just like an awakening, momentary awakening for the guy. Like, oh my God.